Today we are going to talk about registration in popular styles. So this can be a little bit confusing. In classical training, we are taught that what is preferable is to have a seamless voice from top to bottom. And in music theater, we are taught that we have to be able to belt. And more music theater singers are asked to belt really high, like rock singers. So what are the rules in popular styles, in this regular microphone singing? Like, what do we need to know in order to teach our singer-songwriters, our people who want to sing in bands? We know they don't want to sound like classical singers. They may want to sound like music theater singers if they're crossover, but they don't have to if they're a singer-songwriter and they're not interested. But what is the right aesthetic? What is healthy? I'm Meredith Colby, and I support voice teachers to create confident teaching and singing of microphone-based styles. I bring information to teachers through media platforms and classes to help them fill in the gaps in their learning so that they can effectively and lovingly help their students find their true voices, and by doing that, create a prosperous studio. I'm the author of Money Notes, How to Sing High, Loud, Healthy, and Forever, which introduces neurovocal method, how to teach healthy singing for microphone styles based on brain science. My freebie today is an article that goes with this broadcast. If you want that link, put registration in the chat. The neurovocal bot. We'll send you that link. If you're watching on YouTube, find that link in the comments below. We know the word popular means of the people, while stage singing, like opera, like music theater, has fairly prescribed norms for how it is supposed to sound. Microphone singing does not. You get to make your own rules, and everybody gets to do that. Everything we refer to as style in microphone music originated as a musical or a vocal response to a certain genre, or is the result of compensatory behavior. Things we consider style are often compensatory behavior. For instance, the vocal scoop. That's just love sneaking up on you. That thing. That scoopy thing, part of every genre of microphone music, including music theater. Did that come from the inabilities or insecurities of certain singers at a certain time? Maybe. We don't know. But it's not allowed in choral music, and it is not allowed in classical music, and it is absolutely required in popular styles. Keep that in mind as we talk about registers. Specifically, we're going to talk about head register today, the head register or the CT dominant register that holds the key to dealing with register breaks and learning to blend. I do not use the word belt. I use the descriptor chest voice blend or chest mix or just mixed voice, something like that, something that allows the student to step away from their preconceived notions about what that sound is and, more importantly, how to get it. If your student is aiming to be able to sing like Beyoncé or Justin Timberlake, then they're on track to learn to blend high. And in the meantime, before they've learned that, you can teach them the same thing that you could teach younger singers, by the way, and the same thing you can teach your band singers or your singer-songwriters. The magic is in the head register. The thing that makes the switch from head register to chest register. This is the piece I want to give you. It's not so much the switch, but the placement of the switch. If you're trained classically, you have an expectation that the head register is going to be this kind of rounded, sort of backed up and over sort of feeling. You may not have a way to minimize the sound of that register break, but you can use the concept of placement. There, I said it. Feeling it sort of in the front of your face. And it will seem nasal to you. If you're not used to it, it will seem really nasal to you. But please don't worry about that, because that is the sound. That is the sound of popular styles, you guys. It is. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. But instead, if you said, wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. See, did you hear? There was a little break in there, a teeny tiny little break, but because my placement was forward, you didn't perceive it as such a big thing. Pop tune. That might sound like Ocean Eyes, the one that all your teen students have been singing the last couple of years. You really know how to make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes, ocean eyes. She does that very breathy, high head register thingy. So you can hear that I'm switching registers, but in this genre, that's not weird. It's a cohesive sound. So learning to keep the head register forward like that will not only provide the vocal camouflage that they use when they're learning to blend high, it will teach them to anticipate the pop sound that they're going to get later when they blend high and give them access to different vocal textures. For many artists, head register is a source of vocal texture, which is something I just did when I was not imitating Billie Eilish. They actually intentionally insert vocal breaks because that's a texture. Create that incomplete adduction like I just did in order to have that inefficient, breathy sound. Microphones like that sound a lot. A lot of pop singers use that sound because it sounds really cool on microphones. When you are talking about registers in popular style, you're talking about range, you're talking about volumes, and you're talking about textures.